Today we are going to solve Cambridge Primary Checkpoint Exam, April 2018, Paper 2. Question number 1. Oliver likes running. The picture shows the skeleton inside his body. The picture shows 2 muscles in his legs. What are the muscles attached to? In the skeletal system, the muscles are attached to what? Okay, great. The bones. That's why we can move. Muscles attached to the bones so we can move. Complete the sentence. When Oliver runs, the muscles in his legs move because the muscles what? What happens to the muscles in order to move? The muscles contract and relax. يبقى دي muscles here عندي. Okay, and this is the skeletal system. We have the muscles that contract and relax in order to move. يبقى the answer is contract, or if you write relax, both are correct. Next question. Blessy is learning about plant life cycles. والسؤال ده بيجي كتير. The plant life cycle. Put the words in order. The first one has been done for you. We have pollination, the first one. What comes after pollination? Is it fertilization, germination, or seed production? Pollination happens, the transfer of pollen من المale flower to the female flower. Then what happens? Great, fertilization. The fusion of the male and the female gametes. After fertilization, what happens? We have the seeds. So seed production, and the last one is the germination. Question 3. Yuri finds some information about a famous scientist, Galileo, explored the solar system and the stars. He used a piece of apparatus to look at the stars. What apparatus did Galileo use? Circle the correct answer. In order to see the stars, what apparatus is used? Glass block, magnifying glass, microscope, mirror, or a telescope? Great, the telescope. Question 4. Animals are suited to where they live. Okay, every animal has to adapt to the environment. Toads live on the ground. We have a toad and we have the ground. Complete the sentence. Choose from the following words. It has food, it's camouflaged, it's dry, it's cold, it's hot. Can you see here the toad actually? No, not actually. But the color of the toad makes it suited to living in its habitat because of what? Actually, here we could barely see the toad because it is what? Great, it is camouflaged. But the answer is, it is camouflaged to protect itself from the predators. Elephants live in hot countries. Elephants live in hot countries. Describe how the ears of the elephant make it suited to living in its habitat اللي هو hot weather. Circle the best answer. طيب. They are covered in hair to keep cool. Well, they are covered in hair to keep warm. They are gray to keep cool. They sometimes flap to keep cool. They stay still to keep warm. طيب, here in hot countries, the elephant needs to feel cool somehow. What can he do with the ears? Is it covered with hair? No. Wrong. Gray? No, has nothing to do, the color has nothing to do with keeping cool. They sometimes flap to keep cool. What does the word flap means? يعني ترفرف كده as if زي المروحة. يبقى this is the correct answer. Or they stay still to keep warm. لا. they sometimes flap to keep cool. يبقى there is a movement of the ears بترفرف كده زي المروحة to keep it cool. Mercury vapor is very poisonous. Mercury is a silver-colored liquid at room temperature. Liquid mercury has been cooled to make solid mercury. يبقى we have here liquid mercury. وهنا solid mercury وهنا mercury vapor, changing of states. We have process A, B, C, and D. طيب, process A changes solid to a liquid. What's the name of the process when a solid changes into a liquid? Great, melting. Process B changes liquid mercury into mercury vapor. We have liquid into a gas. What's the process called? Liquid to a gas. Great, it's evaporation. Process C changes liquid into solid. So I need from the liquid to a solid. Liquid to a solid. Yes, great, freezing. Process D changes mercury vapor, which is a gas, into a liquid. Gas into a liquid, what's the name of the process? Yes, condensation. يبقى here the name of the different processes in changing from solid to liquid, liquid to gas, gas to solid, gas to liquid. So here we have melting, evaporation, freezing, and condensation. Question 6. Mia uses string to make different patterns. يبقى Mia has strings here to make different patterns with her hand. Complete the sentence. Mia's hands pull the string. She is pulling بتشد الstring. Pull is an example of a great force. الفورس لو نفتكر قلنا عليها قبل كده force is a push or a pull. طب Mia puts her hands closer together. يبقى Mia هتقفل ايديها closer together. هتقفلهم. Explain what happens to the string. What will happen to the string? Actually, the string will change its shape. It becomes less tight, isn't it? يبقى the string changes shape. أو لو حد تاني كتب it becomes less tight عشان الفورس بقت أقل. Okay, both answers are correct. يبقى why did you write this? يبقى the string changed shape أو becomes less tight because of what? Because of حصل إيه للفورس اللي استخدمتها? Because of less force is applied. Okay, يعني there is less pull force. If you write less force ولا less pull force, both are correct. We end this question out of 2 marks, 1 mark here and 1 mark here. Next question. Jamila and Safia investigate how the length of a shadow changes. They place a stick in the ground. يبقى there is an investigation here. They measure the length of the shadow of the stick. Safia says the shadow will be shortest at 12. يبقى at the beginning of the investigation, Safia said that. What is this statement? السؤال ده بيجي كتير جدا. At the beginning of the investigation بقول this might happen أو this will be the shortest أو whatever will happen. This statement is actually a prediction. She is predicting, and prediction ده it might be right or wrong at the end. بعد ما تعمل ال observations وتجمع ال evidences it might be right or wrong. يبقى ال statement دي prediction. Question B. What 2 pieces of equipment do they use for measuring in this experiment? هنرجع كده ونشوف احنا عايزين نعمل ايه. Measure the length. يبقى measure the length يبقى we need what? We need a ruler. طيب measure the length of the shadow. وهنا البريدكشن بتاعها she said the shadow will be shortest at 12. يبقى ده time. يبقى what do we need regarding time? Great. Stop clock as well. يبقى نشوف ال choices اللي عندنا. هنا tick 2 correct boxes. قلنا we need a ruler, okay, to measure the length, and we need a stop clock to measure the time. Jamila and Safia want to make their investigation a fair test. What must they do? Tick the box next to the correct sentence. يبقى I need to tick only a one box. نشوف. هنا we have here a عندنا stick in the ground ودي الstick وهنا measurement. طيب. What could they do to make a fair test? Number 1. Label the axis of the graph correctly. Measure from the same point to the end of the shadow each time. ولا push the stick into the ground before measuring. ولا use a different stick in the ground each time. ولا use a ruler to draw the table of results. نبص كده الاختيارات عندنا ايه. Again يبقى labeling the axis لا. Measure from the same point to the end of the shadow each time. Correct. Push the stick into the ground. No. Use a different stick. لا مش هيبقى فيه reliable results. Use a ruler to draw the table of results. No. يبقى the correct answer here is what? Measure from the same point to the end of the shadow each time. هنعمل من the same point لل end of the shadow each time. Next question. The heart is an important organ. The heart pumps blood through all the blood vessels in the body. Which statement about the heart is false? ناخد بالنا which statement is false. Circle the false answer. يبقى عندي one false statement. Let's look at the statements. Keeps the blood moving, the true. That pumps blood to the feet, true. Moves oxygen to the brain, true. That breathes out carbon dioxide. Is it the job of the heart to breathe out carbon dioxide? لا. يبقى هي دي false result. يبقى هو دي answer, correct answer بتاعتي. Question 9. Mike uses the internet. He finds the number of Earth days in a year for different planets. عندي different planets و number of Earth days in a year. The Earth takes 365 days. يعني ده one Earth year to orbit the Sun. Okay, we know that. Which of these planets takes the most? أكتر number of days to orbit the Sun. هنا what's the highest value here? نبص للvalues. Great. يبقى ايه? Saturn. طيب. Next question. How many of these planets take fewer days? كام planet هياخد عدد أيام أقل to orbit the sun؟ نبص للvalues بتاعتنا كده ونشوف how many planets. عندي ايه؟ less than Earth. يبقى عندي هنا الميركوري وعندي الفينوس. يبقى how many planets؟ يبقى 2 planets اللي هما الميركوري والفينوس. Question 10. Aiko investigates different conditions animals like to live in. She sets up a dish with 4 different conditions. She puts 12 wood lice into the dish. She leaves the wood lice for 30 minutes. Here are the results. يبقى she puts 12 wood lice into the dish وبتشوف بقى ال different conditions animals like to live in. هنبص هنلاقي when it's dark and dry هنلاقي how many wood lice 1 2 3. طب dark and moist 1 2 3 4 5 6. هنا 6 وهنا 3. طب هنا light and moist عندي 2. Light and dry we have 1. Use her results to complete the table. Dark and dry we said a dark and dry عندي 3. dark and moist 6, light and dry 1, light and moist 2. Next question. Complete the bar chart of hair results. The first one has been done for you. قلنا عند ال dark and dry ايه how many dark and dry 3 يبقى دي خلصناه. طيب نعمل ال dark and moist عند ال 6. نشوف نكتب هنا dark and moist. اوكي وهنطلع عند number ايه 6 كده. اوكي يبقى هو ده. طيب ال light and dry عند 1 يبقى نكتب light and dry عند ال 1 يبقى هنا. اوكي وعند اخر واحد ال light and moist عند ال 2. اوكي ده سؤال سهل جدا. يبقى عملنا هنا ال dark and moist عشان تبقى clear ليكو، وهنا ال light and dry، وهنا ال light and moist. يبقى كده كملنا ال bar chart بتاعنا. Question 11. Carlos draws a picture. He uses the picture to explain how he sees a book. عندنا lamp، عندنا book، عندنا Carlos. طيب complete the sentences. Choose from the following words. عندي arrows, ears, eyes, face, jumps, lines, rays, reflects, takes in. The lamp produces a of light. The lamp produces a great rays of light. The surface of the book. What does the surface of the book do to the light? It reflects. The light reaches Carlos and enters his eyes. Okay. Question 12. The picture shows a poppy plant. What process is happening in the picture? السؤال ده اتكرر في exam قبل كده. هنا seeds، اللي بيحصل للseeds. Great, it is seed dispersal. Why is it important to the poppy plant that this process happens? ليه بيحصل seed dispersal? To spread the seeds and allow them to germinate. Okay, the life cycle of the plant. Next question. Look at the picture of the excretory system. عندنا ده excretory system. Excretory system is composed of what? Kidneys, ureters, right and left kidney, right and left ureter, and urinary bladder. طيب name organ A. Organ A اللي هي ايه؟ اللي هي الكدني. Organ B ايه؟ اللي هو البلادر. Great. البلادر. urinary bladder. Okay. Write down the function of organ A and organ B. بيعمل ايه organ A؟ الكدنيز بتعمل ايه؟ The kidneys A filters the blood. أو clean up the blood. طيب. The function of organ B. What does organ B do? It stores the urine. يبقى organ B stores the urine. يبقى excretory system عندي الكدني وعندي اليوريتر وعندي urinary bladder. Next question 14. Drugs can be medicines. Priya has asthma. She uses an inhaler. يبقى ده inhaler Priya is using because she has asthma. The inhaler contains medicine. Okay. Describe how the medicine gets inside Priya. How the medicine gets inside the Priya? Through what? Through breathing in or inhaling. يبقى ده inhaler بنعمل له inhaling اللي هو breathing in. يبقى how the medicine gets inside the Priya by breathing in, أو in other words inhaling. ومن هنا جه الاسم inhaler comes from inhaling. Chen has a headache. Chen has a headache. عنده صداع. What type of medicine is used to help Chen? طيب. Cough medicine? لا, he doesn't have cough. Painkiller? Oh, he has pain because of headache. Rash cream عنده rash يعني عنده حكة أو عايز أو itchy السكين بتاعه itchy مثلا لا. Teething gel لا. Vitamins لا. يبقى الأنسر إيه؟ الأنسر pain killer because he has headache. Next question. Ahmed investigates the solubility of 4 substances A, B, C, and D. He wants to find which substance is the most soluble. In his experiment, he uses 25 cubic centimeter of water at a temperature of 20. Add substance A to the water until it stops dissolving. يبقى we have here a 25 cubic centimeter of water. Well, temperature عندي 20 degrees Celsius. طيب, what does he do? He adds substance A. يبقى he adds substance A until it stops dissolving. Records the mass of substance A that has dissolved. Okay, the mass of substance A that has dissolved. Ahmed then tests substances B, C, and D. Okay. طب Ahmed wants to do a fair investigation. What volume of water should he use in each experiment علشان الريزلتس تبقى fair يقدر يعمل ايه؟ He should use the same volume of water which is a 25 cubic centimeter. يبقى الأنسر is 25 cubic centimeter. طب Ahmed wants to do a fair investigation. What temperature of water should he use in each experiment? نفس التمبريتشر اللي هي 20 degree Celsius. لأن هنا بثبت ال two factors دي وبغير ال substances. يبقى ال temperature هي 20 degree Celsius. طيب. Gabriel suggests that Ahmed should do each experiment again. بنعمل دايما repeat ال experiment عشان الإجابة النموذجية اللي احنا عارفينها to make the results more reliable. To make the results more reliable. Okay. Ahmed decides to investigate the solubility of substance A at higher temperatures of water. Suggest a possible prediction for this investigation. قلنا ال prediction هو الحاجة اللي أنا بقولها في بداية ال investigation. It might be right or wrong. طب هيعمل investigation at higher temperatures. يبقى what do you think might happen? What happens to the solubility when we increase the temperature? Great. More of substance A can dissolve at higher temperature. يبقى ال prediction ممكن نقول إن more of substance A can dissolve at higher temperatures. يبقى ده ال prediction اللي أحمد هيعمله. طيب. Next question. Angelique plays the recorder. This is a recorder. Okay. Choose the best word from the following. The air inside the recorder. هنا عندي sound. يبقى الكيورد واحنا مغمضين sound ايه؟ Great. Vibrates. Describe how Angelique changes the pitch of the sound from the recorder. عايزين نعمل changing the pitch of the sound. What can she do? she can do what with her fingers? She can actually put her fingers on different holes أو remove the fingers from the holes أو use a longer أو shorter recorder عشان تغير the pitch of the sound. What can she do? She can يبقى she can put her fingers on different holes. لو كتبت كده يبقى خلاص enough لأن it's out of one mark. ممكن حد تاني يكتب use a longer أو shorter recorder. ممكن برضو option نكتب in remove fingers from the holes. Okay. Which of the following is a reversible change? Circle the correct answer. مين من دول هنعمل circle reversible. Reversible يعني you can get the starting material back. Baking bread لو احنا خبزنا bread can you get the flour back مثلا؟ ولا burning a match ولا frying an egg you fried an egg can you get the raw egg again؟ لا. ايه هي الصح؟ الإجابة الصح melting ice cream. يبقى لأن melting ice cream ممكن أرجعه تاني into solid ice cream. okay. يبقى دي الوحيدة reversible change. Question number 18. Anastasia finds this information about some materials. عندي different materials والinformation عنهم is it a solid, liquid or a gas. هنا عندي color of material, does it dissolve in water, does it have a high or low melting point. عندي materials carbon dioxide, gold, hydrogen, iron, magnesium sulfate, marble, mercury, paraffin. طيب which material is a solid attracted to a magnet؟ نبص على attraction للمagnet. مين is attracted to a magnet؟ Attracted to a magnet, it should be what? It should be a metal. مين هنا metal من materials given? check. مين great. مين هنا metal iron. يبقى الأنسر is the iron عشان هو metal. طيب Anastasia sorts these materials into two groups. One group is soluble in water and the other group is insoluble in water. تعالوا نبص كده على solubility in water. Okay. Does it dissolve in water? Yes. يبقى عندي ده dissolve. مين اللي yes تاني ده dissolve وعندي هم دول بس. يبقى عندي مين carbon dioxide والمغنيسيوم سلفيت هيبقوا في الكولوم بتاع السولبل ماتيريالز. طب مين عند الانسولبل؟ بقيتهم الجولد، الهيدروجين، المغنيسيوم سلفيت، الماربل، الميركوري، البارافين. تعالوا نكتبهم. يبقى عندي السولبل ماتيريالز مين؟ عندي كربون دايوكسيد وعندي مغنيسيوم سلفيت، مغنيسيوم سلفيت. طيب الانسولبل مين بقى؟ عندي جولد وعندنا الهيدروجين وعندنا الايرون والماربل والميركوري والبارافين. Okay. C. Anastasia sorts the materials into two different groups, group A and group B. في group A she put carbon dioxide, hydrogen, mercury, paraffin. طب in group B حطينا gold وايرون ومغنيسيوم سلفيت وماربل. طب لو بصينا كده هنا السؤال بيقول ايه؟ Which two questions in the table does Anastasia use to sort the materials؟ أنهي two questions استخدمتهم Anastasia هنا؟ أول حاجة احنا عندنا حاطين جولد وايرون مغنيسيوم سلفيت وماربل في جروب والكربون دايوكسيد والهيدروجين. يبقى عندي تعالوا كده نشوف كده الجولد هنا مثلا عندي هاي، الايرون هاي magnesium sulfate هاي الماربل هاي. يبقى ايه الكومن ما بين these materials؟ انه هما they have a high melting point بينما the others they have low melting point. يبقى ده اول question استخدمته. طب ايه الquestion التاني؟ لو بصينا كده ايه الحاجة الكومن ما بين الاليمنتس هنا مثلا؟ هنلاقي ايه؟ هنلاقي ان نبص الكالر، لا الكالر لا. does it dissolve؟ لا برضو. طب نبص كده is it a solid or a liquid or a gas؟ لان مثلا عندنا ايه؟ عندنا الايرون solid، الجولد solid، المغنيسيوم سلفيت solid، الماربل solid. اوكي، يبقى هنا دول common ما بينهم، بينما دول جاز وهنا ده ليكويد وده ليكويد. يبقى عندي الجروب بي كله solids، يبقى هي دي الفيتشر الكومن ما بينهم. يبقى ده الكويستشن التاني اللي هي استخدمته. يبقى أول كويستشن قلنا إيه اللي استخدمته؟ اللي هي إيه؟ does it have a high or low melting point. الكويستشن التاني إيه؟ is it a solid, liquid or a gas. According to these questions she sorted them out. Next question. Hassan and Mike connect an electrical circuit. يبقى عندي هنا electrical circuit battery lamp wire with a rod of graphite. Hassan moves the wire X، ده الواير X عندي from 0 centimeter to 8. يبقى Hassan is moving the wire من ال0 لل8. طيب Mike writes down how bright the lamp is for each distance. He uses a scale from 0 to 100. 100 is the brightest on the scale، يبقى 100 كان ال brightest. Here are the first three results. عندي distance وعندي ال brightness. يبقى لو لقينا ال distance, as the distance increases, what happens to the brightness of the lamp? Okay, عند distance 0 the brightness 100، عند 2 80، عند 4 60. but what happens to the brightness? The brightness decreases لما تبص في التيبل. طب complete the sentence. As the distance increases the brightness of the lamp مستقيلين great decreases. And this is clear from the results given. Predict the brightness of the lamp for the distance of 6. Circle the correct answer. لما عندي distance 6 هتبقى تقريبا كام؟ عندي هنا 100 بقت 80، 80 بقت 60. يبقى عندي هنا بنقل by how؟ by by 20. يبقى 60 هتبقى 40. great. يبقى البريدكشن بتاعنا إن هي 40. طب لو حد تاني عمل prediction لل8 what could be 8؟ هو مش مطلوب مننا، بس لو سألتكم predict the brightness of the lamp at distance 8 centimeter هتبقى great، هتبقى 20. طيب complete the sentence. Choose the best word from the following. Graphite is a good electrical حصل هنا conduction of electricity ولا لا؟ yes حصل conduction of electricity. يبقى الجرافايت يعتبر يعتبر good، يعتبر conductor of electricity. the best word إن هو good electrical conductor، مش insulator ولا هو metal ولا هو plastic ولا هو solid. دي ال best word. طيب question 20 and this is actually the last question. عندي هنا 3 food chains in a book. Lily finds 3 food chains. أول واحدة، تاني واحدة، تالت واحدة. Write down the name of 2 predators from the food chains. مين هم ال predators؟ ال predators اللي هم اللي هم مين هنا؟ Snake is a predator because it eats the rat. Rat is a predator. as well because it eats the grasshopper. Okay, يبقى frog also could be a predator. الdragonfly, الsardine, الtuna. But they need only the name of two predators. You can write the frog مثلا, and you can write the tuna. يعني any of these is considered predator. The predator وده predator. طيب. Write down the name of two prey from the food chains. الprey اللي هو ايه؟ الanimal that is hunted. مين هنا الanimal that is hunted بقى؟ يكون grasshopper والrat برضو hunted, dragonfly, mosquito, animal plankton hunted by the sardine. Okay, sardine is hunted by the tuna. يبقى كل دول ايه؟ preys. يبقى we can write for the prey ايه؟ عندنا ممكن نكتب ايه؟ ممكن نكتب الrat وممكن نكتب الdragonfly. أو if you write the animal plankton ولا mosquito, all the ones here in red are considered preys علشان they are hunted. By this we are done with this exam. Hope it was beneficial. Thank you so much.